Hey everybody, and welcome to The Biz on WCRWindowCleaningResource.com. My name is Josh, and today we are talking about logos. To start it off, I'm going to show you everything we got on my logo. Some people have given me flack in the past about how boring my logo is, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I'm going to tell you why I like my logo the way it is, and you guys can do whatever you want with your logo and what you think is best. There's some really cool, slick logos out there. You can get as fancy as you want or as plain and simple as you want. And we've taken a plain and simple approach only because of kind of the area that we're in. There's been some guys that have even redone my logo for me and sent them out. And I really like them, but I've kind of come accustomed to my logo. Let me show you my logo. Just real quick. Okay, that's it. That's my logo. Boring, right? It's plain and simple, to the point logo. It's not fancy. We bevel the edges a little bit to get real fancy with it. But that's pretty much it. But whenever you have a logo, no matter what it is, you got to put on every single piece of whatever you have. And that sounds really stupid because it sounds like it should be common sense, but I mean, it's got to be the same because you have to build logo recognition. So no matter what it looks like, if it was the most intricate, fancy logo that you've ever seen, it still has to all match. So let me give you a real quick rundown. We got pressure washing business cards, window cleaning business cards, our trifold brochures with logo. Okay. We have our estimate sheets. We have our letterhead logo. We have magnets. We have envelopes. We have window envelopes, okay? And we have clothing. The other thing with our logo being as simple as it possibly can be, it's a one-color logo, okay? It can be cut out of vinyl, and if you've ever seen any of my trucks, they all have the big vinyl on there. It's one color, okay? It makes things nice and clean and clear to see. If I want to screen it, which I do on sweatshirts, it's one color. I don't have to make any, it doesn't have to be printed out of like a digital to garment, a DTG or anything like that where it's a printer that prints it on a shirt. When I screen or when I get it cut in vinyl, it can be one color in vinyl. It doesn't have to be printed vinyl. It's just some things down the road that I like. And it looks very professional in like a single color logo, not super fancy. You can get as trick as you want, like I said, with them. But I don't. That's just the way it is. But these are our shirts. Again, this is our sweatshirt, okay, hoodie for the guys. We just got a shirt order, and that's the only reason I have all this stuff sitting here. But on our hoodies, because I wear them all the time, you've seen all of my shows with this little bit of blue that sticks out. I have them on the front. The hood covers it up in the back. All of our window cleaning shirts have the logos on it, but they're on the back of the shirt. They're nice and big, though, so everybody knows who it is that we are. I got, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve tees, and I get all different sizes because when you get guys coming in and out, you never know who's what size. So I try to keep a lot of them on hand so that if we do get somebody in that is, a small, or I should say a large is the best, as low as we've gone. A large, and we got another guy now who he claims it's because he's got broad shoulders, that he is a triple XL. So whatever, it fits him. He wants it, so whatever. We get it for him. Whatever makes them more comfortable, so that they'll wear the clothing cleanly, perfectly. Everything should have your logo on it. That's an image thing, When you get guys out there in the field, they all should match. That's just my opinion on it. And no matter what your uniform is, they all should be wearing it. Okay, if they're wearing a sweatshirt, which we wear hoodies, I'm in Wisconsin, so it gets really cold in the wintertime, so that's where you get into jackets and layers and all that other junk. But for this time of year, today I think it's like 45, 50 degrees maybe. The guys aren't going to be out there wearing a t-shirt all day. So what they have is they're going to wear their sweatshirts, their hoodies, and then underneath they're going to have a USI shirt on. So that if they take this off, then they're going to have another shirt on. And that's all logo recognition. It's all has to do with making sure that if somebody sees our logo, they know who it is. Logo recognition, right? Now, obviously, we're not McDonald's. Okay, everybody knows the golden arches, McDonald's. Everyone knows that swoosh from Nike. That's logo recognition. If you understand and can see what the logo is before you even see the company, that's logo recognition. And if everything matches, even though you may not be a big monster in the country, but you may be a nice size window cleaning company in your city, everything that we have, our vehicles are all lettered up to the T. And that's because I want people to start recognizing that logo. Okay, so even if they see the logo driving around and they don't even think about it, it's all subliminal, but they see my logo, the next time I send them something, or if they see it in the mail, or anything with my logo, and their brain clicks and says, I recognize that logo, you instantly get a little bit of credibility. Okay, either they're going to say, oh, I know who those guys are, even though they really don't, they've just seen us around. Or it's a familiar thing, it's not a new company, it starts breaking down that wall right away. So what you do is if you design your logo, make it in formats that you can use. If you're big in Photoshop or Illustrator, make sure it's in those formats that you can still use it. If you want JPEG and you just want to put it on something the same kind of relative size, do that. But make sure that you have it and you can put that exact same logo every time on everything. Save it as a file so you're using the exact same logo and you're not trying to change it every time. But if you're going to change your logo once, and I've known companies who have been in business for 5, 6, 7 years and change their logo halfway through. I guess that's on you. I personally won't. I mean, that's the only reason I haven't changed my logo. It is on the boring side, okay? I'm going to tell you. It's relatively boring, okay? But it's my logo. It's kind of, we're taking more of like the corporate company approach than the mom pa kind of little guy. That's kind of why I use this logo, because in our area there are places, their window cleaning companies are called their names. You know, we got Chuck's Window Cleaning, John's Window Cleaning, and we're trying to differentiate a little bit from them. So that's kind of why we've taken the approach that we have. We also have more employees, and we have actual crews that are separate from myself, and I'm not an owner operator as much anymore, and that also separates us, because when I'm talking to people on the phone, I'll say, you know, hey, our crews will come out. That's kind of why we've done it the way that we've done it. But I like my logo because it's simple. When we cut screens, like for something like this, it's $25 screen charge to set it up. From there, it's next to nothing. Our hoodies are a little expensive. We get our hoodies for about $24, $28, something like that. I haven't checked it in a while. But our t-shirts, we get them for $5.75. $5.75. So, I mean, if you go out to a store, I don't know what's across the country, American Eagle, whatever, you buy a t-shirt, they're like 20 bucks. So it's kind of nice when you get in with a screener, because I'm not buying new screens, I'm not changing anything. It's one color, saves $5, $5.75. I get t-shirts, so that's why I keep them on hand. Anyway, that's about logos. I always love seeing other people's logos, and the other thing about business cards is if you have business cards, there's a thread on WCR. I like to collect them because it's pretty interesting to me. We got sheets of them, different places all the way from Japan to Australia. So if you have business cards, I would love to have them for my collection. My address you can send them to is 1313 Maiden Lane, Maiden Lane in Racine, Racine, Wisconsin, 53403. And I will put them in my collection, and I very much appreciate it. But I'm Josh for The Biz on WCR, windowcleaningresource.com. Have a fantastic day.